Hey guys, I've been super indulgent and I've bought myself some new succulents from my favourite nursery. I'm going to go through them individually soon so we can have a look at the names and have a good look at them, but there's some variegated pearls, hearts, some new Aeoniums I don't have, some lovely Echeverias. So let us begin. Okay, so I'm at my workstation and I've pulled out the variegated ones. I thought that'd be a good starting point because I really like variegated and I'm sure you do too. So let's start with the first one. String of pearls, variegated. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, that colour there. And along here. So it's got some really nice tendrils on it already. So that's awesome. Awesome. There's the tag. Okay. Next is another favourite everybody loves, tuna hearts, but it's variegated. So excited. Look at the colours. Lovely yellow tones in there. This is really quite dense and bushy already, so I think that will grow quite well. No real tendrils yet. All good. Lovely. And then I found this one here. Now I'm not even sure it was a succulent, and I tried to get as much information from the nursery as I could. Obviously it's variegated, which is just really sublime. Look at the yellow tones. So what it is that. Okay, I can barely read the writing, and on top of that I'm so bad with these Latin names, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it. But it is a little beauty, and I've got a feeling, just drop that. I've got a feeling it will really sort of shrub out. So yeah, okay. What else have we got? This one here. Gosh, they've put it in a really huge pot. Makes me wonder, does it have a really big root system? So I don't have a lot of special types of crassula. I've got a lot of the common basic ones. So when I saw this, wow, it really caught my eye because of those pink margins, that lovely lime yellow colour as well. It's just gorgeous. So it is a crassula bluebird. Okay, bluebird, yet it's every other colour but blue. Right. Love to know if anyone else has got one and their thoughts on it. But I'm so tickled about this one. And then I found another crassula, variegated, which I thought might be the same plant for a moment, but it's not. Here's the tag here. Crassula ovata. That looks familiar. I think I've seen it on some of the succulent groups. Again, that has some really lovely pink margins. It's very similar tone to the other one, though this is more pink and the other one's more red, but that could have to do with light conditions that it's been experiencing. Who knows? And that's what, I don't know, in a 100ml pot or something. So that's just sweet as. Okay, so 2 crassulas, some strings, some hearts, and a very interesting plant that I just don't know anything about, but looking forward to growing. Actually, surprisingly enough, this is actually one of my favourite ones out of this. Oh no, I can't say that. They're all gorgeous because I really do like these hearts. Okay, let's get the next lot. Right, so the next lot I got are Aeoniums, and I'm really starting to get a bit of a weakness and an interest for different types of Aeoniums. So we've got 4 here, though the 2 at the front are the same, but I loved it so much I got 2. Because it's just so delicate, it's compact, really interesting. Oh, name. Okay, hang on, sorry. Again, the writing, it's not the writing. So Aeonium, I have no idea how to say that. A-I-Z-O-O-N, Aezoon? I'll have to Google that. Let's have a look at how they wrote it on the other tag. Yeah, Aezoon. Strange, but gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, move on. Okay, then this one caught my eye for probably not the reason you think it did. What's going on here? Pink stems. I like it a lot. And so it seems to have sort of that sort of flat rosette thing going on, and makes sense because the name is Aeonium pancakes. Lovely, lovely, love it. Now, our last Aeonium needs a little bit of maintenance. It's got some dry bottom leaves, but I kind of like that. I kind of enjoy doing that. Do you? This one is really interesting because it's got some really nice markings, like a sort of a reddish sort of line going through the center of the leaf. And this looks like it will really shrub out as well. And this one is called Simsi. Gosh, why do Latin names have to be so damn hard? Does anyone else feel like that? Or am I just the biggest nufter around? I don't know. I've got two other Aeoniums I'd like to share with you, but these are out of my collection. I didn't just buy them. This one here is similar to the one we just looked at, but this one is called Ballerina. I've got a sneaking suspicion it's the same plant. It's very, very close because it's got that similar marking, and the leaf shape is elongated. So that's why I thought I'd show you this as well. I've had this for about a year. I bought this from Succulents Australia online. Great resource for plants, love that place. Not always the cheapest, but because have you seen the ones that are like, they go for like $200 and stuff, variegated, blah, blah, blahs. Oh my God. You can see the value, but far out. And then I have my green roses, which is the common name, is the proper Latin name. Look at all the heads on this. It's obviously dormant because they've really tightened up. And I guess that's why they're called green roses, because when they close up like that in their dormancy, they just look like young rosebuds. This plant in winter was really open and full, and it's like done a complete 180 in its dormancy, where it's just really closed up all its rosettes. Alright, so that's the Aeoniums. Now we're going to get to the fun stuff, the Echeverias. Okay, hold on. Let's go grab them. Okay, I've got the Echeverias. Oh boy, am I really excited about these, because I love Echeverias. They are definitely my favourite. Now, at first glance, all of these pots, they look very similar tones, similar colours. But they do have some unique features, so let's have a look. Okay, this one, huge. These pots look like 140 mils maybe. It's got a little pup. I will say all of these plants need a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of dry leaves and stuff. I'm going to repot them, have a good look at them. You know, but so I just thought I'd just tell you that first before we continue. All right, so this one is called Spring Showers. It does have that softness about it I just really love. It's sort of romantic even. So I've got a pup. Have we got anything growing on the stems? Nope. All right, so that's that one. Let's have a look at this one. Now this one's called a apple rose. Oh no, alpine rose, pardon me. I like how these leaves are really pointing up, points to heaven. I like to call the succulents that have leaves that point up, but they're really long and pointy, aren't they? Look at the colours. This one's just got a beautiful deep pink hue to it. All right, so we've got pup there. A lot of dry stuff on the roots that need to come off. Another pup. And an offshoot, a couple of offshoots. So in total, 1, 2, 3 heads. So when I repot this one, definitely a good clean up, but there's a good chance I'm going to cut at least that one off and start a new plant. Okay, now these ones, I've got 2 of them. And there's a lot of heads on them, so I sort of bought 2 of them with propagation in mind, and they are called True Blue. Again, not very blue. Maybe they are a bit more blue in winter. It's tucked in under here. Let's have a look. Looks like at least 1 pup. Offshoot. Oh, there's another little pup tucked in there. That's going to look really pretty once I clean it up. And the other one has lots of offshoots happening. Hello, pretty. You're too pretty. Do you talk to your plants? I do. Can't see any pups or babies. All right. So top view. Pretty, pretty. Okay, next one. Blue Hazel. I can see that blue tone in the center there, but the stressed pink underneath, it's like a dusty rose colour. It's lovely. I can't think of better adjectives than sweet, lovely and gorgeous. Okay, clearly it's got a little pup hanging on there, but it looks like in here, there, we might have new pups coming. Ooh, how fun is that going to be? I imagine this might be a good candidate for a head chopping. Not quite yet. I might wait till this young one gets a little bit more established and those little buds start showing new rosette. Okay, next. This one is called Rainbow, Echeverias Rainbow. This has got a real sort of, leaves got a little bit of a crinkliness wave along the top. And similar colours, so I have a bit of a weakness for that sort of combo. I'm going to have to really check for mealies and give them a good spray. I might take that head off there and start a new plant, that one too. These all need some real work, repotting, and a good look at the root systems. This one here, a bluette. I think I've got one of these, and I know a lot of you good folk out there have them. But I bought this one because there's a few heads and I can go straight into propagating, and that main stem is really fat, so that indicates to me this plant is quite old. It's not a problem, but it's got some new pups growing, so that one would be another good candidate for a beheading, which I find a little bit tricky, beheading this time of year, because you've got to be careful that they're not in dormancy, because you won't get the best results. That's my opinion. I don't know, not an expert, but you know, you just learn when you're dealing with plants, their cycles. Now this one, I have heard this name in the succulent group circles, and I know a lot of you have it, but now I have one. Da, da, da. Lazarus. So it's really big. It's got a lot of height on it and big leaves. Again, similar colours. I don't know. I mean, they had other succulents there that day, but I've got them all, but none of these I've got. And I'm sure once I get some of these propagated, I'm sure some of you would love to buy a couple. Anyway, so that's the Echeverias. And I've got one more batch of succulents from that bunch that I bought to show you. Love to hear your thoughts and what you think of them too. Okay, let's grab the next lot. Alright, these are the last three. So let's start with this one. So it's a Patrivaria. Patrivaria is another type of succulent I'm not a big expert on and don't have a huge variety of them. This has a really nice pink colour to it. It's not in the best condition. It's got a few spots on the leaves. So it just needs a little bit of TLC. Flan bleu, boo. Sounds a bit Frenchy. Alright, so this is a grim one. It's a Graptivaria, which is a Graptopedilum and an Echeveria cross. That's what that means. Grim one. It's big. It's dirty. It's got a lot of dry leaves that have fallen into it, so it needs some maintenance again. But I do have a few of these. Mine actually that I have crested, so I wanted a true uncrested one, and this is really quite sizely. You can see the leaves are way over the edge of this pot. And this pot looks like I don't know, a little bit bigger than 100 mils. It's got a couple of offshoots, flower, which means that it's not hibernating yet. Though I will chop that off. So that's a pretty one. Might even be some stuff happening underneath, I don't know. And lucky last, look at her, look at that. Echeveria, Briar Rose, crested. I have a few of these, but nothing this size at the moment. Look at the base, it's really big, curly. Leaves are good quality, they've got a lovely colour to them. Now, as I said, I've got lots of Briar Roses actually. I've sold a lot, and the ones I've currently got are really small because they're cuttings, and I'm waiting for them to sort of take off a bit. But this one is definitely a monster. So I am in a bit of a dilemma. I can keep it like that in its full glory, Just, you know, it's just got that wow factor because it's just so big. But I do know myself, and I've got a feeling I won't be able to resist once I take it out of this pot and have a look at it, that I'm actually going to cut it into two separate plants. It seems like it naturally will divide right there. I don't know, I'm into propagation. I can't help myself. Multiplying plants is just too much fun for me. But look at the overview. Look, it's just massive. It's really healthy too. Great colour. All right, well, people, I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm off to go edit, and later I'll be cleaning them up, and I might do a follow through video showing you what they look like once I've cleaned them up. Do you want to mention again, these are my most favourite tool for working with succulents, because they've got a little bit of a grip on the tips, on the needle nose, and you can get right in there and just pull out stuff without yeah, I'm not doing a good job of it right now, without damaging the leaves. And I also find it's really good when I'm propagating. I can pick things up like that once I pull that leaf off, and I can get it in there and bury it. So I just wanted to show you that tip. I think they're well worth having, and you know, especially if you've got fat finger syndrome. All right, catch you later, people. I'm off to have some fun. Bye.